Today, we're digging into something pretty fascinating. We're about to unlock a powerful business plan that's been hiding in plain sight for 2,000 years. Yeah, you heard that right. We're looking at how the divine wisdom in Luke chapter 10 can have a real, direct impact on your success. So let me just ask you this straight up. Can a text written 2 millennia ago actually give your company a boost in today's crazy market? I know, it sounds a little out there, right? But stick with me here because we're about to unpack a blueprint for growth that is absolutely timeless. We're calling this the divine wisdom of profit. And why? Because we're going to look at the passage in Luke 10 a little differently, not just as ancient scripture, but as a brilliant and, a surprisingly practical business plan. Let's see how these principles can translate directly to what you do every day. All right, so to really get this, we got to switch our mindset for a second. Picture this. Jesus is the CEO, and he's sending out 72 of his top consultants on a high-stakes mission to expand the brand. The briefing he gives them, well, that's the source of this ancient wisdom, and trust me, it's incredibly relevant for success today. So where does this powerful game plan even begin? You might think it's with strategy or finances, but nope, it starts with the leader's personal mission. The first big lesson here is that real, lasting success is built from the inside out. It all starts with your own integrity and your character. So the first instruction he gives these consultants is to travel light. Carry no purse, no bag. Now, what does that mean for us in the business world? Well, it's about letting go of the bags that weigh us down. The fear of failure, old ways of thinking, or just getting stuck in endless preparation. The crucial point is this. Your real value as a leader is the wisdom you carry inside you, not the weight of your stuff or your status. Now, what's the very first thing these consultants were told to offer when they walked into a new place, a new house? Peace. And this wasn't just some polite greeting. No, this was a core strategic move. It was their primary value proposition right out of the gate. Just think about that. Your leadership sets the whole tone for your organization. You should be a source of harmony and stability, not conflict and chaos. A peaceful, positive work environment isn't some soft skill. It's the fundamental value you offer that lets your team actually thrive and get things done. All right, now this next part, it might sound like a recipe for total disaster. Sending your team out like lambs among wolves? I mean, who does that? It feels so counterintuitive, but hang on, because this is actually the key to a completely different kind of strength. And that brings us to this idea of authentic courage. In a competitive, sometimes hostile business world, full of wolves, true strength doesn't come from being the loudest or most aggressive person in the room. It comes from vulnerability, from having the confidence to just be yourself, knowing that your integrity is your best protection. Okay, so you've got this inner strength, this authentic courage, but what do you do with it? How does that turn into action? Well, that brings us to our next part, divine management principles. We're shifting from who you are as a leader to a clear, actionable plan for your whole company. This whole action plan really rests on 4 main pillars. First up, urgency. The phrase, the harvest is great, means opportunities are out there, but they won't wait around forever. Second, collaboration. They were sent out 2 by 2 for a reason. Nobody wins alone. Third is justice, and this one's so important we're going to circle back to it. And finally, focus. The instruction, do not go from house to house, is basically a 2,000-year-old warning against chasing every shiny new thing. All right, let's zoom in on that justice principle, because it is absolutely critical. The laborer deserves his wages. This is not a suggestion, it is a non-negotiable principle. It's the ethical bedrock of any business that wants to last. So what this means is you have to completely reframe how you think about payroll. Valuing your team and paying them fairly isn't just another expense on a spreadsheet. It is the single most fundamental investment you can possibly make in your mission, period. So we've talked about all these principles, but wisdom is pretty useless if you don't actually apply it, right? So for this last part, let's shift gears into a quick mentoring session, just to help you apply these ideas to your life and your business, starting right now. First, a personal question, and I want you to really think about this for a second. What are the purses and bags you're carrying around? The fears, the old habits, the need to over-prepare everything. What baggage do you need to let go of to lead with more genuine authenticity? And now, let's talk business. Where is your great harvest right now? What is the single biggest opportunity sitting right in front of you? And more importantly, how can you approach it by first bringing peace? I mean, real, tangible, harmonious value to your customers and to your team.
So here's the final takeaway, the core promise from this ancient blueprint. It's that when you really throw yourself into your mission with simplicity, with a commitment to bringing value and peace, and with a laser-like focus, a powerful sense of purpose and authority will just naturally flow through everything you do.
Hey, if you found this analysis helpful, if you got some value out of looking at this ancient text in a new way, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more practical wisdom from some pretty unexpected places. Thanks for watching.